Hi, I'm Chucky, and you're watching the Waffle Hour. Alright. Oh dear, that's a bit loud. Hold on, let me just, preserve my hearing. Right. So, I quite like the part that we are looking for. What the fuck am I talking about? So, I quite like the part that we will be playing through today because it is very much a no frills attached, just balls to the wall kind of absurdist. Very much, I don't even know how to put it without sounding, well, kind of fancy, but it very much feels like a depths of the psyche kind of deal. Alright, so I need to go back through Heaven's Night, and from there I need to go grab something from someplace else. And yeah. So this part of the game, specifically, like, not this segment where before we get to the next like big juicy explorathon, is on the other hand one that I'm not as keen on for one very simple reason. It feels like, oh dear, I have been messaged. That's not good. Oh right, so I'll need to to take the one of the holes which was marked as inaccessible, and we will be seeing one of the enemies that is so literally irrelevant in this game that it was basically kind of recycled for Silent Hill 2 because it has a good design. Right, hold on, give me a second to check my phone because I have nobody to... Oh wow, YouTube! Something... The stream is live on my channel. Jeez, I'm sure happy that you wrote to let me know that. I would have had no idea otherwise. Ooh, good. Right. So this section to me feels very much like... ouch. They make some nasty sounds, but like here out in the open, it's a bit less impressive. Do I need to clean my glasses? Because this... Ow, my eyeballs hurt. Hold on. So this section feels very much like it's an atrophied leftover of a previous game idea. Because, in case you didn't know, there's this whole bit of trivia that there are what seems to be like code or something that is assumed to have been usable. Holy shit. You know when you, like, when you're... I don't know, there's this special kind of dirty that glasses can get, which just causes your, like, eyes to hurt. And, yeah. I somehow didn't notice this, because, it's not a problem as long as it's not particularly dark, but it's particularly dark, and outside it's reasonably bright, since it's midday. So... this part very much feels like it was meant to be bigger, but they had to cut down on it. Or they just decided to cut down on it because they thought it would not be as great of an idea. And Pyramid Head probably would have been roaming through this area following you, especially since you see all the nurses, and they feel like such prime material for, like, Pyramid Head's symbolism to, well, not take advantage of. So, yeah. I believe, so that's why I'm actually not really keen on this part. The other reason is that it's just kind of boring, honestly. In the first one, even, like, sections of wandering through the dark but otherwise normal overworld are pretty thrilling because you are hounded by enemies. You do not need to sit still. Like this, no. Because here's the thing, right? If it was silent or if there was just nothing, it would be unsettling because, like, you hear something is out there in the darkness. Like this, like, I know what it is. It's just the nurses that I've been dealing with all this time, which I can just 3-tap, and I am headed the wrong way. And you get it, I believe. I think I'm making my point pretty clearly here. Just give me something interesting or don't give me anything at all. And yeah, it would have been interesting if Pyramid Head had followed you, but due to this game's mechanics, you kind of also can't really do like open world chases or like stalker enemies type, because Pyramid Head is slow. Like, he's a lumbering, terrifying menace. And which way do I go again? Is this luck? Oh no. Yeah, that sounds nasty. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it's not visible, but you can hear it. And it is underneath the grates, which is the first and only part of the game where I seem to recall the grates being attacked. See, there they are. And they will spike you through the grates. These enemies, they're called the mandarins, and anyone who's played Silent Hill 3 or has seen Silent Hill 3 might notice that they are strikingly similar to the closers. But I feel like the mandarins have a pretty weak... what was the word I'm looking for? They have a pretty weak kind of symbolism. Cause... oh dear, do I gotta... Please don't tell me I'll have to go through... No, I don't have to go through Woodside, right? I seem to remember pretty accurately that I did not have to go through Woodside. I hope that I won't have to go through Woodside. Wait, stuff on the ground. Oh, a medkit, nice. So, because, like, due to the way they're encountered, I don't know, they're just kind of weird, dopey, and in many ways, much more pathetic. Wish the mannequins would have had a different, like, they could have been caught in different poses, and out of which they would come. No. But yeah, but the closers in Silent Hill 3, both due to the way they're positioned. Oh dear, that's a lot of noise. Both due to the way they're positioned and due to the way they're they're kind of redesigned and contextualized by the game. There's at least some form of symbolism. It's also helped by the place where you encounter them, and you know, just that's just it. That's my bit. All right, where do I go in? Wait, I go in? It's not here, right? What? I got a wrench. I got a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. A part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman, inside the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth, I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing, I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. Ooh, this would be a good bit of horror. Actually, so this is the first part, I feel like, when text kind of transitions from generically, like, you know, lore, I guess, notes, random documents and audio logs, random documents at any rate, and actually almost like it's something talking directly to James and like right now. And this fits, because this is the point where so kind of the upcoming part feels like it's very much set up to be... Gee, that's a strange little sound. So, I'm almost expecting something new, but I'm pretty certain there's not gonna be something new. Alright, let's see. So I think it's this place. So it feels like diving into the deepest... Yep. Like, emotionally speaking, the deepest, darkest place. You know, like, you realize it's like that point where you realize that, oh my god, something's wrong with me. I'm not well. And then you just and you know, it's very rarely a pleasant experience, but you know, it feels like it's, how should I explain this? Because the part that comes after this, you know, that's the point where you kind of like figure out where these dark emotions come from. But when it comes to like the wave of like intense darkness and misery, and oh my fucking god, I sound either like an edgy kid or like the most snobbish fucking pretentious analyst, but I'm just trying to put to words off the top of my head the emotional feelings that my body gets when dealing with the upcoming part, which by many accounts is quite possibly the most threatening part in Silent Hill, At the Foot of the Crying Woman. Oh dear. Will you dig? Yes. I dig it. Because, like, all the parts up till then, you know, they were kind of like, yeah, it's, you know, phenomena. Like, shit happens. But like, it feels like this is the point where this game just straight up jumps off the Silent Hill 1 bandwagon and hops onto the what's the word, it grows into its own. I don't remember the proper word. Oh wait, what? There is something here. Oh, there it is. An ampoule. Funnily enough, ampoules, like, I think Niall Green had a video where he showed some boron oxide, I think, or just pure boron. I don't remember. It was some boron compound that was like really fucking brown and thick. It was gaseous. And fun fact, like, don't fuck with gases that are, oh, what's this? Oh, what, right, the billboard. Don't fuck with gases that aren't air. Like, at best, you know, just inhaling it will do you nothing, and you will have this really weird moment where your body panics because it feels like it should be oxygenated, but it isn't. with stuff that we're used to, like, you know, carbon dioxide specifically, and nitrogen. Or you might find yourself getting fucking poisoned, because guess what? Shit reacts with our blood. Like, our lungs just transfer the gas into the blood, and, you know, parts of the blood, the hemoglobin, I think. Sorry, it's a bit cold here. I think I should be taking a blouse on. I have this turtleneck on. Actually, after playing Cyberpunk and seeing Jackie, I'm kind of partial to wearing turtlenecks now, even though I normally don't really like them. I actually don't like blouses in general. It's either shirts or bare chest only. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick breather, which I know might not be the best thing considering the fact that, you know, I could have done this before the stream, but I never claimed to be a professional. So I'm just gonna take a quick break to go grab a blouse and sort some other shit out. Because I need, like, I didn't even refill my water. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Comes into its own, that's the word I was looking for. It's like at the start of the game, one thing that, you know, many people kind of seem to misunderstand when it comes to Silent Hill 2 is that this came out after Silent Hill 1, and it didn't like boom out of nowhere into the mainstream scene. It was touted by people who had played Silent Hill 1, then played 2, and realized, holy fucking shit, like 1 was good, but this one is way better. Or just as good, but not in the same way. Personally, I prefer 1, like I've said multiple times, but you get it, I'll be right back. I have returned. You know, I wonder, considering the fact that even just like this shit took me, I don't know how long, couple of seconds, I'd assume. It it was something I've been needing to do for like 2 hours or so, and I just didn't. So I wonder how many other things would I be getting and how efficiently would I be getting them done if I needed to do them for streaming. Alright, so yeah, people really fucking loved this game when it came out because it was something really, ooh, what's this? Misty day remains of the judgment. It's him. But yeah, fuck, I feel the need to like hit pause and because this is gonna get spooky. Like, you hear it. Deep, deep hole. What could this mean? Good fucking grief. Wait, what? This part. We're going in real deep, huh? But yeah, so Silent Hill 2, you know, like at this point people might be realizing that Silent Hill 2 is a different deal from Silent Hill 1. And that's, you know, moderately fucking cool. Oh dear. But yeah, I wonder if I got myself a webcam, how much more tidy would I be for streaming? Guess I might just end up not streaming at all. But yeah. Now, the problem with what's going to proceed from this is that what's happening here isn't James being, you know, like, I don't even know how to put it. This isn't James, you know, being helped to see something get repaired. This is James being baited into being baited. Do enemies have roughly the same amount of HP? I'm just gonna use melee. These guys are doable. But yeah, so like what's happening here is just James being baited due to the fact that he's looking for something into facing, well, this. Like, this is the anglerfish's lure. Did I miss the map? Because I really don't want to have to do this area without its map. But I don't think I did. If I remember... Oh, what? So... yeah. One other thing that I want to point out is that this game has done something that, to my knowledge, hasn't been done in any other game, which is it has used, like, its gameplay. What the fuck is that? I'm out. So this game uses gameplay to characterize its main character, and okay, this is putting it poorly. What I really mean is that in Silent Hill 2, the way you play the game characterizes James. Various things that you do give you points that, you know, at the end, towards a specific ending, and at the end of the game, based on what, you know, game you have, what ending you have the most points for. Look, there's a hole. Let's jump down it. Because that's fucking sane. Okay, lovely. So, like I was saying, oh yeah, this part actually got me stuck first time I played through. Actually, hold on, let me just grab the wooden plank. I thought it would be faster to swing, but apparently I was wrong. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah, this is a really weird part because there is no other part in the game. Is like every Silent Hill game mandated to have a part where you interact with the... Oh dear, what's going on? Where you interact with the environment. Unexpectedly, might I? Oh wait, this is a... Oh, he falls. Okay. Oh dear. This is a nasty sound. What the? Oh, that's right. Well, I'll be damned. That don't make no sense. Unless there's like somebody else here. And I don't like that fly sound. But yeah. So okay. What was I saying? So the in the end, like, you can look back on the way you played James and you can go like, oh my god, that's what he's like. I don't know, I'm probably not expressing this the best. Spiral writing. Oh dear. I'm out of power. Good thing I have a dry cell battery with me. Bugs all over the room. This is a pretty good bit if people are particularly squeamish about bugs. Maybe it would have been a good idea to, you know, do a... Hey guys, watch out, there's... Do I need to point out that this is just like a hallway but the wrong side? Like, I'm coming out through the floor of a hallway. Those are like neons on this wall and those doors. Somehow it's not as noticeable the first time you get here. Okay, do I want to go through here? Do I have anything else of note here? Oh dear, it's that. It's that. Alright. Yes. It... But no longer. Yeah. So yeah, the end of the story is basically your character kind of like having his, because up until that point, you know, his characterization is kept somewhat vague.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head.
I read somewhere that apparently one of Eddie's
You
eyes,
killed him?
specifically his left eye,
it wasn't my fault.
well, right
He
eye,
made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie.
faces the
Tell me
camera.
what happened.
All the,
That
like
guy,
in every
he
FMV
had it
scene.
coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me.
For what it's worth,
Besides, he
I'm
was making fun
trying to
with
see
his
it
eyes,
and-
like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie,
what?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
you're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Map? Tablet of gluttonous pig. I wonder who could that be referring to? Okay, there was a save point here. Yes. So yeah, I honestly don't really see the, like, you know, Eddie staring into the camera thing, but hey. Whatever spooks me more, I guess. kind of like the fact that I can kind of figure out like. Oh, there we go. All right, I'll use the handgun. I've got bullets for bullets. I'm just gonna stick to the left side wall until I get. Oh, never mind, a map. Great. Now, one thing that I do wanna like rail against, because I started talking about it and I got interrupted by the game just kind of happening. And here we see the light. I really dislike this idea that Silent Hill is basically just kind of like a spooky but well-meaning kind of replacement for fucking therapy for its main characters. Seriously. Like, okay, I think it would be more effective slash logical to explore through here. So, because like, James came out alright, didn't he? Like, and then fucking Homecoming went and not Homecoming. Oh god, I don't like this bit. Jump scare. I think it's one of the few ones in the game. At least it doesn't spawn no enemies or something. Is this another safe spot? That's a tad strange. But yeah. There's a plate, there's a hole, like a hatch in the ground. Have at you. Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. This clear, beautiful lake has another side as well. It may seem like just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns around the country, but in this case, the legend is true. On a fog-bound November day in 1918, the little Baroness, a ship filled with no tourists, failed to return. Wait, with tourists, failed to return to port. A newspaper article from back then simply says it most likely sunk for some reason. Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship, nor any of the 14 bodies of passengers or crew has ever been recovered to this day. In 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. There are many pages torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. What? That escalated quickly. But yeah, so just, you know, somebody, and I hate the fact that I can't remember his channel name because I moderately enjoyed it. Someone said that like, oh, I don't remember. No, it wasn't a channel name. It was a Steam user reviewing a horror game demo, I think, and I don't remember the game's name. Sadly, I wish I could, because you know people could go see. I could recommend it so you could go see for yourself. But basically, what he was saying was that it's a game for people who watch the Silent Hill movie and think they know what Silent Hill is about. And while, not gonna lie, if a game can replicate the environments of Silent Hill 1, even though, again, I am very critical of, like, you know, the toning down the, I don't even know, but like making Silent Hill just like for everybody, you know, for the most consumers, instead of a experience that people should be looking for, instead of just, you know, like everybody can get into it. An experience that is for everybody is for nobody. And that is true of literally any kind of game. Like an RTS that is made for, you know, people with the, like, I don't know what's the proper, but I'm not so I'm not someone with like a broad, with an ability to like pay attention to a lot of stimuli at once. I'm not capable of paying attention to multiple places at once, and it's not like I haven't been kind of raised with the seductress, the Plato the seductress. That's interesting, because like we can figure out that the gluttonous pig is what's his name, Eddie. Let's see, can we examine it? Yeah. Wait. Let's see if there's anything we can point to. I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me just move it out of the way. I mean, it looks like might be like drumstick kind of thing, you know, meat on the bone, I guess. But yeah, so we saw Gluttonous Pig and we saw it with Eddie, so the game clearly intends for us to make the connection. Can we see the seductress? Who the fuck could it be the seductress? I mean, it's probably safe to assume it's Maria, right? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking forget to clarify this later on. Oh god, I really hate this part. It can actually attack us with the bars, I think. Yep. This thing's tanky, damn. There's something on the bed. Which way do I go? I really don't like these nasty ass sounds. Oh, wax doll. Oh, by the way, you heard that, right? Probably said ritual. And this is one of the places where in new games you can get a, or at least I think this is one of the places where you get like one of the things that you need for an alternate ending, which is obviously pretty much non-canon. All right. Rifle shells. All right, so this is where we're getting it. Is that it? Okay, so yeah, because oh god, I don't like this part. I am not going in here until I have all the things I need. So what I'm trying to say is about the whole like Silent Hill as a therapist thing. What the fuck is this? 436 people at a recital. Burning Man. See, they keep saying that. There's something in there, and we can't see it, and it seems to be on the ceiling. Also, I saw something. What is this? The Oppressor. Tablet of the... What the... Oh, right, that was a bit of a spook. Because there's this thing and you can shoot it. I think it's colloquially called the prisoner, though I'm not 100% certain. I have a really bad track with like short-term memory. Holy fucking shit. Because I just said something and I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, about the enemy trapped in there. Yeah, that was not necessary. I give you blood to atone for the 3 sins is written on top of the painting. Beneath it there are 3 square indentations. Alright, and we have 3 squares. So we have the gluttonous pig, which is obviously Eddie. The seductress, which is, you know, by all accounts, what's her face, Maria. And the oppressor, who could it be about? Oh dear, this is some really specific imagery, huh? I also want to point out that this image right here, there's 2 pyramid heads next to somebody who was executed, and they have spears on them. Spears are usually not an executioner weapon unless it's in the context of Jesus Christ, I guess. Also, I really hate this sound, kind of. Because the sound, so this room, as long as you're not seeing the walls, if I recall correctly. Wait, where? Oh, right, I know what it is. So, you hear this sound, right? And somebody else pointed out that it's kind of like, it's probably some form of horse galloping, especially considering the fact that you find a horseshoe as well. I also want to point out that, in my mind, for some godforsaken reason, I had this image of a, what's it even called? Am I fucking blind? No. Of the Yoshi's Island enemy, which is like these cute smiling caterpillars that walk kind of dopely, and for some reason I just had this image of it because it sounds like something with way more than 4 limbs running around. Okay, which way do I go now? Right, upwards. Onwards and upwards. So, one of the advantages of this puzzle is that while it is fucking nuts, you get... So here's the thing, right? There's this ledge, there's a cover that you can't open because it only has a depression where it probably wants a handle, right? So what you have to do is, since you get these 3 items, you need to combine them and use all 3 of them. And you melt the wax doll with the lighter, and then you impress the horseshoe in it, which then allows you to open this thing and jump in. And physically speaking, that makes no sense. Like, if you can't open it with just holding your own with just your own hand in it. Do I still have it? Yes, it is the basement floor. Good. Okay, is this a door? Nope. So, oh god, I really don't like this place. How far down are we supposed to be? Because, like, this is supposed to be the prison, which is above ground, supposedly, and on the other side of the town. At this point, it's pretty clear that either we're in Foxville, Tennessee, or I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be. I have no idea. Like, I only know about Tennessee. I mean, probably because there's Knoxville, I think, in Tennessee. But Yes, because there's no other way back. There's no other way out of this, and as we've seen, falling damage is not a thing here. So, which is weird if you contrast it to that point where Pyramid Head throws you off the roof, because you actually take damage there. Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought I just wanted to think of a place of a town name that sounded like. What's this? What are you looking at, James? Oh, shells. I get a feeling that I missed the rifle. Honestly, who the fuck needs it? Really? These games aren't supposed to be like mechanically difficult. I honestly hope I'm not eating my words later. But yeah, so I was just trying to think of a place name that sounded kind of like, you know, a random ass pointless place in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, it should be clear by this point that we are. Oh, by the way, here's. I'm just gonna put my controller on the table for a bit. So yeah, so by this point, I think it's pretty clear that whatever's happening here, either we're like really far from the reality that we understand. Or, like, see, we're in a fucking apartment kind of building? You know? Like, what the fuck? And I'm not certain this could be, like, misinformation. I seem to recall that the apartment, the complex in which Silent Hill 4 takes place, which the superintendent is presumably James's father. I mean, he's called something Sunderland. I'm not certain if he's confirmed to be the, like, his dad or somebody else. But, you know, there you have it. Could be a connection. So this is one of the parts where the game kind of gives you a procedurally drawn map, which is interesting, I guess. But actually, I think I know what this part is. I'm just gonna show it. Oh god, I do not know what this part is. I'm going back up. I want to finish, like, I want to be thorough with exploring this place, because otherwise, I do not remember. I do not remember the precise way forward, which is, I mean, oh, I think this is the part. Yeah! I think. Oh, fuck off. Thank you. You know, this water isn't half bad for its time. Alright, I guess up here. So one of the things that I know for certain that I will need is a... Oh no. No, 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 no. God fuck no. Yeah. What the fuck? Should I play up the fact that I'm shocked? Like, oh my god, I
You're
never did
alive!
this.
Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then
James, what are you talking about?
just before, don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay,
Oh dear.
stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Oh dear. I really love the way James phrased this, because he oh dear. No, wait, back up. I need to see this. Wire cutter. Alright. So, oh god, this crawly bastard. You know, they're actually far less scary in the water, because their sound and kind of skittish nature makes them, I don't know, it's kind of muddled, you know, it's not such a big screaming number, you know. What the? See, they don't even make that noise. Also, I knocked it out of the fucking out of bounds. Well, no game's perfect, eh? What the? Oh god, I hate this camera is kind of fucking me right now. Wire stretched across the path. You know you have a knife, right? I fucking love this. Oh dear. Actually, wait, I think I'm supposed to go up this way, but I want to go into here. Honestly, I'm just confused now. I wonder if you should find something on New Game Plus in here. I gotta say, I love the way this game just kind of like gives you anxiety with every single piece of music that it can muster. One of the cooler like bits of trivia that I've known is that apparently Akira Yamaoka composed music for. So what the hell? Composed the music for this game when he was in a happy mood. Oh god, this is the part, this is the part, this is the part, this is the part. Or was that just for Silent Hill 1? I don't remember precisely. But yeah. Only 2 entrances, huh? Or at least not this part. Oh god, it's one of them. Or not. I think it was in the part that I didn't want to go through. Like where I went down and just did a quick look-see and then came back up. I think. Listen, this isn't Resident Evil 4. I'm actually kind of stressed out by this game, so... Even like Silent Hill 1, I can kind of bear it because at least, you know, it's kind of well, bearable. But this one, nah, mate. I'm not going much farther off the beaten path. You know, there's something to be said about the fact that even though I'm like highly familiar with both this game and its enemies, like, but dealing with them is like so stressful that I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Let's heal up. Okay. I think I've actually had a health drink once. I think. Or something similar. Wait, no, actually, I think it's more close to Yakuza's Tauriner X. Have an itchy nose. Wait, is this it? I don't think. Yep, this is it. Cool. Row raggy. So if you might, yep. In case it wasn't obvious quite yet, he seems to be wielding a spear. No, the other way. Let's see how we're doing for handgun bullets. 106. Wait, is that it for this area? What? I'm confusion, man. Alright, dude, do it. You know, Jim's, like, thinking about it, Jim's kind of a unit. Oh dear, it was the wrong wall. I didn't even need to kill those now that I'm thinking about it. Oh god. Oh dear, oh my. What is this? The of a man body, probably of a man identified as Thomas Oro Lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the blank lying Fay. The probable cause of death as multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side of the torso by a sharply edged weapon. The estimated of death was somewhere between 11 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. Front of the neck and left side of the torso by a sharp-edged weapon. Kind of like stabbed with a knife by a right-handed person, I guess. Oh dear. Given the fact that the cash in the room was untouched by Mr. Oro and a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect that the thief was not robbery, but a crime of passion. Wait. I skipped the page. Nope, not this one. Article, there we go. Wait, not this one. What the fuck? Bloodsoaked newspaper, there we go. Yeah, midnight, lack of a murder weapon. Police are considering this a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. In the room, furthermore, the signs that a cash in the room. Okay. Oh god.
Daddy, please don't!
And this is one of the most icky boss battles in the entire game.
Are you okay?
She really hates this thing. Huh?
Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like he always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
So,
Angela,
how about that the seductress
touch
is
me.
supposedly Angela?
You make me sick.
Because, like, oh god, I realized that I really need to qualify this. Is like, here's the thing, right? Presumably, Eddie is, you know, rather.
You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
yes, she was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
Didn't want her around, probably found someone else. Alright, so.
That's ridiculous. I never.
Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. So. Also, I just want to, like, point out that, first off, the walls seem to be covered, or at least from the middle up, they seem to be covered in skin. There's holes in the skin, and there's stuff pumping into them. And, okay, I'm not even gonna get into the, like, this look of this monster, because just look up other people's design of it. Do it at your own pace, you know, this. But the thing is that, like, here's the thing. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil at least something. Oh, I just realized that this is literally Angela's knife. But yeah, so what I want to point out is that oh god, I can't. I was looking for the tablets. That while we can kind of see that Eddie's a quote-unquote gluttonous pig because he is overweight, you know, he's obese, and well, that's about it. He is obese. But Angela, she, you know, we can see that, like, she was obviously a victim, and she basically didn't do anything wrong, if I'm being completely honest. But the problem is that both of them might be viewing themselves in that way. Like, when you're obese, and especially if you're not, like, in an environment where you know, both learn to take care of yourself and understand why you are that way and shit like that. So if you're not, like, in the appropriate environment, it can be very easy to have, even though you might project outside the opposite or a different view, it's very easy to become kind of self-loathing and very much, like, you know, think of yourself, oh, I'm such a gluttonous pig, just to do a title drop. So it's very possible that those two tablets represent the way they see themselves to some degree, the parts themselves that really kind of, like, traumatize them, they kind of, like, carry around. It can very well be that it represents, you know, their kind of own guilt. That's not even, like, the appropriate way to put it. Their own trauma. Their, well, I want to say baggage, and I don't mean it in a demeaning way. So that obviously leaves James with the oppressor. Oh god, it's this one. Right, so this one's covered with a piece of paper. This man was hanged for the crime of murder. Justice and revenge have been served. Oh god, I don't like this puzzle. Only because every time you try to make it, an enemy will fucking spawn. And it's not an easy one either. It's one of the more kind of like blatant puzzles, because you have this paper. I'm just gonna show it. So you have this puzzle. I do not wish to die, but tomorrow I will climb the 13 steps. Please someone answer me. Why must I die come the morning? The man in prison beside me believed me. Because they're all insane, that's why, he said. Of course I know his opinion will change nothing. Now you know why I struck out at them, he muttered. The man who was executed yesterday, the one who had said his job was to sell dreams, said that was not true. But the man who is to be executed the day after tomorrow for stealing children shouted back that it was true. The man who was hanged today did not answer. They'll kill me either way, he said. He was caught embezzling public money, so he hasn't any hope of mercy. The man who is always quietly smiling to himself said, I am happy for I will soon be with her. I do not wish to die. I long only to return home, but I know it is not to be. Though I have done nothing, this crime has been thrust upon me. Someone save me. This is not judgment. They are bloodthirsty, and I am their sacrificial lamb. Alright, so. Notice. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on a criminal rope, and your word will be returned to you in a shape most wondrously strange. Which is just the way that puts that it basically tells you that. Anytime you pull on the wrong rope, you will have a lying figure spawn here. And I very much don't like that, because that would really grind you down. Wait, what? The same thing is here? I'm fucking dumb. Oh, wait, no. Oh god, I got confused, didn't I? Yep. Alright, so let's see. So, we know that the embezzler is murder. Crime of counterfeiting. Selling dreams. That's counterfeiting. The man was hanged for the crime of kidnapping. That's... Again, he is not the innocent one. Bodily injury. Struck out at them. He is also not innocent. Swindling. Could this be actually the dude selling dreams? I gotta pay more attention. Alright, and this dude? Hello? Hanged for the crime of embezzlement. Wait, did we? No, this one was kidnapping, right? So this one's definitely not innocent. This one could be innocent. This one could be innocent. If the other one is innocent, this one is not. So I need to look at this like dream selling if there is not any other kind of, because swindling and counterfeiting are kind of can both be described as selling dreams. Alright, and let's see, this one he struck out at them, so this one's these two are probably criminals, and this one as well. So I need to figure out these three. So it's either murder, swindling, or counterfeiting. Okay, let's see. Condemned man's diary. Why must I die come morning? The man in prison beside me believe me, because they're all insane. Of course, I know his opinion will change nothing. Now you know why I struck out at them he muttered. So, bodily harm is guilty. The man who was executed yesterday, the one who had said his job was to sell dreams, said that was not true. The man who is to be executed for stealing children, that it was shouted back that it was true. Who was hanged today did not answer. They'll kill me either way. He was caught embezzling public money, hasn't any hope for mercy. The one who is always... I am happy for I will soon be with her. So that very much sounds like the crime of murder, because he killed his wife and, you know, now he thinks that he's gonna be with her in heaven. I do not wish to die, but I know it is not to be true, though I have done nothing. This crime has been thrust upon me. Someone save me. This is not judgment. They are bloodthirsty and I am their sacrificial lamb. So we know that murder is guilty. So that leaves us with swindling or counterfeiting. And, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna go with counterfeiting. it's really one or the other. So here is what you gotta do. You gotta drag, you know, you gotta pull down the noose. You gotta pull them down from the noose. And yeah, this is the thing. It very much, like, the imagery here is pretty fucking clear. James is pulling down the noose to... It looks like he's preparing the noose for himself. Alright, let's see if I was right. Holy shit, did I nail it first try? Man, I'm good. Alright. Let's see.
Maria? Maria? Maria, no! What happened to you? Why? Why?
She is dead. In a bed. And it doesn't seem like there's any kind of external... Well, there is on her face. What the fuck was... It looks like she's gotten burnt. This is the kind that kills someone. Like, I'm genuinely like... This is not me being coy about the... You know...
Mary.
The story. I'm genuinely trying to piece together, like, what the fuck are we supposed to... What the fuck conclusion are we supposed to draw here? Alright, the door is open. Oh dear, oh my. Angela Orozco. James Sunderland. Eddie Dombrowski. Yeah, this... Pretty much at this point, like, it's obvious. Do I need to, like, point and explain? Deep hole but nothing inside, deep hole but nothing inside, and stairs. Like, I remembered this part being later on, but apparently it's not. Oh god, it seems to be getting cold. No, but you had a map of the previous area, right? But yeah. So, by this point I want to, like, this is the point where I wanted to do the whole, like, 3-plate spiel. I just remembered it being later and thought I would probably forget.
Eddie? What are you doing?
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, You're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James!
Yep, I have managed to miss the rifle. Whoops. Kind of miffed about it, if I'm being completely honest. He ran. I'm extremely miffed when I know that I missed something. And I also missed, like, which I was kind of hoping I could get, but, you know, it's what it's. I also hoped I could get the great knife, the thing that Pyramid Head carries around with him. All of these look like
Do you know
that.
what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
Alright, so one thing that I want to do before I start this fight, I want to point out that both, like, before we meet them, you know, Angela seems kind of frightful, but, you know, she's, well, scared and wary around men for obvious reasons, with what we learn later on, like, her reactions are reasonable. Eddie is actually a pretty chill guy. He doesn't even really mind when Laura calls him a gutless fatso, which, you know, reasonably, like, which reasonably shows that they were kind of normal people. Like, you know, they had their baggage, but they had their baggage, but that's about it, honestly. Meanwhile, here,
Eddie?
once we go through this whole quote-unquote historical
Eddie?
society bit, where, you know,
I
like
killed a
I've explained
human being.
previously, it's kind of like the most emotionally intense
A human
part
being.
of well, for the game, you know, I just want to point out again that the bits of meat look like guts, like someone's big gut flowing over the hem of their pants.
Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Hold on. So as we can see, there's imagery that pretty clearly shows that they, at least Eddie, if not Angela too, because this is radically different from what we're experiencing as quote-unquote the other world right now. And that makes it pretty obvious that... hold on, can I? No. Let's see if there is anything to be... Oh, wait. What were you looking at, James? I think he was just looking at Eddie. No matter. So, I think by this point it's pretty clear that, just like, and despite everything, we are up on the surface. Oh, what the? Yo. Is that a tree? Oh yeah, that's a tree. So I think the implication that they have been going through their own Silent Hill trip is pretty obvious. Which in turn indicates that what we've faced right now isn't... Wait. Is this the same save? Yep. Damn, that's talk about shaving some time off, eh? So, it's a pretty safe assumption that they have been, you know, influenced negatively by their experience, and maybe James too. Maybe if Eddie killed James, there would hardly be any difference. But I just want to point out that, like, we have Angela and Eddie as prime examples of what Silent Hill can do to someone. Like this, they weren't like this when they came in. Their state of mind has become that way due to the influence of the town over them. And that to me is pretty obvious, which is part of the reason why it like annoys me to no end when people make Silent Hill out to be just like a weird, funky psychiatrist, because it's not. It's really not. Like, Silent Hill doesn't care if getting out of it makes you out to be a better person or a worse person. So the fact that literally all the modern Silent Hills make it out to be, you know, just kind of like a quirky but fundamentally well-meaning psychiatrist that just wants you to help get over your trauma and stop being like a hypocrite sus baka. Like, there's a reason people get angry at that. You can see it here. Like, Silent Hill is great, again. Silent Hill 2 is great, again, but it, first off, is an outlier compared to 1, 3, and 4, in the sense that trauma isn't the main aspect of those ones. Like, in 1, the main theme is just, you know, save your fucking daughter. In 3, the main theme is avenge your dad, save the world. In 4, the main theme is get the fuck out of the room. And while trauma is a secondary theme. I don't even know, like, there's a better way to phrase this, but while trauma is like an aspect present in those games, it's hardly as key as other, like, as you would think by, well, watching most media analysis and specifically playing the modern Western Silent Hills. And it's just kind of unsubtle at this point. Like, Silent Hill 2's story was great because it tackled trauma, it tackled, you know, repression, it tackled all these subjects when people didn't expect it to. At this point, if you're playing Silent Hill, there's a very good chance you're expecting, even if you're, you know, someone who's familiar with 1, 2, 3, and 4, and knows that that's not what Silent Hill is about, it's fairly reasonable to expect that, oh god, we are at the hotel, in the room, we're in the room where we sat, there was this tape. Oh god. Wait, in 3 years? How did he... what? So Mary just kind of died after like a few months of being together with him? Because, jeez, that must be rough, huh? Oh god, camera! This is one of the few places where 2D movement is actually pretty bad. But yeah, 2D movement. Sorry, if I said 3D, I didn't mean 3D. But yeah, what else? I'm going to be like putting a pin in this. Waiting for you. What's this? Room 312. Mary Dyson. Okay, give me a save point. You know what, I'm just gonna save by myself. And I'm just gonna use the save menu, even though I usually try to avoid doing it because I feel like it kind of takes away from the tension. I specifically want to avoid triggering a specific moment because I want to keep the conversation about that specific point to my next part. So, yeah. That being said, I guess, well, I don't really have anything more to say right now. Silent Hill 2 is a good game. Silent Hill 1 and 3 as well. Silent Hill 4 is fine if you can get past the jank. Just like, stop trying to copy them. If you're making a tribute, like, make a tribute in a way, in the same way that they were made, which is not inspired by Silent Hill. You know, just look at your own occult shit that, you know, you're passionate about. Like, Slimy Swamp Ghost's story could, or, you know, lore could make for a great Silent Hill style experience, and you wouldn't even need to go within a mile of ripping it off. You know, it's like, and to any Western developers who are aspiring to make something that, you know, is inspired by Silent Hill, I mean, if you really have something to say about trauma and repression, then go ahead and do it, because it can really easily be fucking great, because everyone's got their own kind of little pie, little slice of the, like, life experience pie. So obviously your own story in your own voice that is, you know, partly inspired or showing it out there was inspired by Silent Hill, or hell, even like parts of design, parts of story, whatever, that are inspired by Silent Hill, but fundamentally you have your own story to say. Yes, great, do that. If you're inspired by Silent Hill and want to make a game by Silent Hill, but you don't have like something specific to say about like trauma, repression, and all the themes that this game has, and a lot of the other games, like a lot of the lesser games ape, don't do that. Talk about like your own experiences with your own darkness, and use that to create like a truly great experience instead of one that will be inevitably doomed to live within the shadow of Silent Hill 2, because you will never make a Silent Hill game that is better than Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 already exists and it wasn't inspired by itself. So, and don't bother, just make your own things, you know? Like, you have your own stories to tell. We want to hear them. And I had something else that I wanted to say on this specific topic, which is I'm really drawing a blank. Like I was thinking of something else to say, but I'm terribly sorry. I think that's no. I'm unable to remember what I was saying, but that's gonna be it for today. I'll be seeing you whenever I stream, whenever next time is.